Greetings, my fellow warriors. So we have a few interesting stuff what happened in the past, and in reality, I didn't have really news. Most of the stuff was nothing burger. The last news we have is was a few days ago, the Lambert suit, and over there, it was decided nothing, and obviously junior preferred shares kind of they didn't lost, but they didn't gain. It was just I thought that they will have a settlement, but not literally nothing happened. They just talk the talks and they didn't walk the walks. But if we talk about walking the walks, there is someone who is walking, and that is our boy Pulte. And I like I always liked him, but look at this. So this is video at Charles Payne. He had with Pulte and this guy. And what is very important, pay attention. It's not about bad language, but look at them together and pay attention how they behave. In my opinion, they look like the two guys who came from fraternity party and they done something. So that's why I think it is very good news for us.
I can't let you go, Bill. I gotta ask, okay? Freddie, Fannie, going public.
The Fannie Freddie IPO.
Fannie made a $14.4 billion last year. They paid off the government loan decades ago. The audience wants to know, when can they get a piece of this action?
There's one man in the entire world who knows the answer to that question, and his name is President Donald J. Trump. I will tell you this. I am very focused on making sure that the president has all options available to him. We're locked, loaded, and ready to go when or if the president decides he wants to do something there. So stay tuned. Only President Trump knows what he wants to do. And as you know, he's a man of his own. He gets to decide what he wants to do on his own timetable.
I appreciate.
Look at those marking. It is like, yeah, it was a party and it was a good one. Regarding today's price movement, we had like up and down, but mostly down. But it is normal for our stock. It is like our stock is not controlled at all by the demand and supply. It is actually controlled by the short sellers, especially this kind of decline. Like they have the methods to manipulate the price, and it caused them to manipulate the price. But overall, there is not really something that we can say that it is a problem for us in the aspect of the stock price and stock share. If we talk about the overall Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, we also have the some preferred shares, and people ask a lot about them. And but like um, it is they're like no, not that one. I didn't even look this one. Um, so okay, this one I wanted. Um, so some people own them, and but the biggest problem with those shares is that there is no liquidity. And in case that you wanna sell bigger amount of the shares, I had like how much? I think around 10-20,000, and oh boy, it needed time, and I moved the price, and I was no one. I moved the price, and I'm Mr. Nobody, and selling my shares. Can you imagine these hedge funds who have like millions of them? They will never be able to sell them. So, but they can manipulate the price that they have on the books, those shares. But regarding if the people think that the government will pay them off, there's a literally very small probability. Like one option is that they get at par, and par value is like $1. The other is that they will get the market value plus some premium, like let's say this would be $10 at this point of time. And the smallest possibility is that they will get face or value. But why? Because just think, if you if the government didn't want to pay preferred shares $600 million, will it pay 30 billion? So I would say no. So overall, that's it. We have good news. These guys here,
Appreciate you,
uh,
gentlemen, coming on, breaking this major news today. But I can't let you go.
these guys here, they're like, look at them. It is like, yeah, we done that, girl. They done something, and it is good for us. If they're not smiling, especially about this question, it would be a problem. What is also interesting about Charles Payne, uh, for a while he didn't ask them anything about Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, and now he did intentionally because they told him to ask. It was like forbidden for him. Probably, can I ask you about Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac? They said no in this case, in this scenario, and now they said yes, ask us because they have something to say. So, my fellow warriors, it is good, and it is just a question of time when it will be removed from conservatorship. And I can say that that it is good. And so we basically wait for Scott Bessent and Trump. We wait them for 6 months. Okay, I know, but like it is like I would like that they done it like when they said that they will do it, maybe a year ago. So, but it doesn't matter. It is now we waited for 10, 15 years. We'll wait a little bit more. But it is going on, and for a whole month, just think, for more than a month and maybe more, Pulte didn't say anything. Nobody said anything about Fannie Mae, and now they're exiting from the meeting where there was SEC, president of the SEC. Then it was the Treasury Department and those and Pulte and this, I don't know what his name, the HUD representative, and they're smirking happily when they're asked about Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. Stay well.